Hey, look, don't get so down. Boom! Like happy festival fireworks, yeah?
You can cram your happy festival, you big meanie!
Why didn't I just shut my big mouth? Why didn't I just shut my big mouth?
This is tough on all of us. This is tough on all of us.
I'm okay. I'm fine. Really. I'm okay. I'm fine. Really.
The price for protecting summoners. The price for protecting summoners.
Did you find out anything about Yuna?
I'm looking into it, okay? Don't worry, I'm using a Sphere Oscillifinder. If she's out there, we'll get her.
A Sphere Oscillifinder?
It's an ancient machina. I don't know how it works either, so don't ask me, okay?
And you still use it?
I don't even rightly know how this rig flies, either. All because of the Yevon taboo on Machina, we're running around in the dark here. Ain't it a rush, kiddos? Careful what you touch. Ship's not as stable as she looks. Careful what you touch. Ship's not as stable as she looks.
We're powerless as long as we're on this ship. We're powerless as long as we're on this ship.
I can't believe we're flying through the sky in this. A machina! I can't believe we're flying through the sky in this. A machina!
Remember this ship? It's the one we found under the sea. Remember this ship? It's the one we found under the sea.
Whether Yuna's safe or not, there's trouble brewing. Whether Yuna's safe or not, there's trouble brewing.
Kimahri never forget the Albed sacrifice. Kimahri will use Machina if Machina can find Yuna. Kimahri never forget the Albed sacrifice.
We owe our lives to the Albed. However, no matter how they beg, we cannot quit our pilgrimage.
Even though you'll die?
I've known since I was a child. My will is set. If I do not do it, someone else must, you understand. I'm amazed this thing can fly, truly. It must be sacrilege to think so highly of a machina. I feel uneasy just riding it.
Sure it's not motion sickness?
Motion sickness? What infirmity is that? As soon as we land, we continue the pilgrimage. As soon as we land, we continue the pilgrimage.
Hey, I'm not looking forward to my brother dying when this is all over. If only there was some way of doing it without anyone dying.
Let's think of one.
easier said than done. If we had all the time in the world, yeah, we'd think of something. And while we were thinking, sin would kill us all. Spira doesn't have that time. The Al Bhed caught up to us in Besaid. They grabbed Passe, so we had to do what they said. We needed a break anyway. Passe was pretty tired. He should never have come on the pilgrimage, little kid like that. Still, he does pretty good for his size. He's gonna be something someday. Hey, you know where this ship's headed? Hey, you know where this ship's headed?
Let him rest.
Let him sleep, man.
Let him rest.
Well, well. It appears you too have escaped harm.
You were on the ship too?
I came to home to pick up some goods and found myself here. Quite the escape. Thankfully, my goods were spared. Please let me know if you need any of my wares. Thank you. Your patronage is very much appreciated. All proceeds will go to help restore home. Ah, how is your progress with our language?
None too shabby. Check this out. Hela Dusadwi.
Just repeating what I've said is not talking now. But your pronunciation's quite passable. You've been studying, I see. May I help you? Thank you. Your patronage is very much appreciated.
Look, I'm really tired. Leave me. If it's not an emergency, would you mind leaving?
Okay.
Wait! There's something I want to ask you. What would you think if I said I was giving up my pilgrimage? Unusual. Most people would never forgive a summoner who quit.
Why's that?
Behind my back, they would say I was abandoning my duty.
So, who cares? Why not do your own thing and let them say what they want?
Easy for you to say. But, you do have a point. Maybe Bartello and I should go someplace far away. Thanks for the company. I feel so much better now. Thanks for the company. I feel so much better now. Thanks for the company. I feel so much better now.
Mari never forget the Albed sacrifice.
After rescuing Yuna, then what? You want to keep her safe, correct? Would you seek to stop her pilgrimage?
Of course! If she continues this fool pilgrimage, she will die. Sure as if you killed her yourself. No harebrained law or teaching can send my little niece to her death. When I save her, I'll make her give up being a summoner quicker than a desert melts ice.
Even against her will?
Better than a dog's death. And I'll take down anyone who don't agree.
You are the captain.
Good, then it's settled.
He called Yuna his, niece, right? I mean, so that makes her Albed, right? Don't say it. Yuna's Yuna, right? Yuna's Yuna, right? Yuna's Yuna, right?
No matter what happens, Yuna won't give up her pilgrimage. No matter what happens, Yuna won't give up her pilgrimage.
Legiuni atron bem kuneshka? Legiuni atron bem kuneshka?
First, we rescue Yuna. Let's show them what we got. First, we rescue Yuna. Let's show them what we got.
Vitran! Voor Yuna!
Frana!
Even Krufwi! Yuna!
Where was that?
The palace of St. Bevel, heart of Yevon.
Gramps, let's move!
Easy, kiddo. Bevel's defenses are top-notch.
What's the matter, Gramps? You scared? Yuna's there, so we go and get her! And that's all!
You got guts? Carlo can do Bevel! Fim, kabat, hiret!
Luca!
It'll take a while to get to Bevel. Meanwhile,
We prepare for battle!
Make your supper! It's Lulai Nidek!
they grabbed Yuna back in the Sanubia Desert. One of the Guado squads that attacked home found her.
I'm glad Yuna's okay and all, but what's with those fancy clothes?
It's called a wedding dress.
What? What's going on?
The city of Bevel is built on the water. There may be underwater fighting. You or Riku should study your magic, just in case. Seymour is one of the dead now. Odd. Why does Maester Micah allow the unsent to walk free? The city of Bevel is built on the water. There may be underwater fighting. You or Riku should study your magic, just in case.
What's Seymour doing alive? Didn't we Take care of him in Macalania?
He is dead as Jiskel was. His attachment to this world kept him from the next.
Whoa, scary.
Yuna must be trying to send him.
Wonder if that'll work.
Perhaps he won't expect it.
Yeah! We're gonna save Uni, and nobody's gonna stop us. Yeah! We're gonna save Uni, and nobody's gonna stop us.
Bevelle. It's been 10 years. Bevelle. It's been 10 years.
We're being attacked from within. Some of the Guado that attacked home must have snuck on board.
You're awfully calm about it.
I am calm about most things.
Fiends! There's nothing to do but...
But destroy the ship and all go down together.
Huh?
You gotta learn a little restraint, Pops. If you crash the ship, we can't go rescue Uni. Leave the fiends to us professionals.
Yeah, let's go!
Thanks.
Riku, you've made some very good friends, I think. Good luck.
Don't worry, we'll guard this area.
Be careful.
May I help you? Thank you. Your patronage is very much appreciated.
It's too cramped to call Aeons here. I'll leave this fight to you. Show us your stuff. It's too cramped to call Aeons here. I'll leave this fight to you. Show us your stuff.
We'll leave the other compartments to you. We'll leave the other compartments to you.
Well then, what next?
There's a rare sight.
Whoa, that's huge!
What is that?
The guardian worm, Evray. The great sacred beast, protector of Bavel.
The red carpet has teeth.
Wait, that means we're close to Bavel.
Riku, you read me! We're gonna fight that thing! Get on deck and show him what you got! Go!
There he goes again.
The ferryman asks a high price. Open the hatch. We fight.
Evray is truly mighty. Be well prepared.
We gotta pay? If we lose, you'll die too, buddy.
I have faith in your victory.
Gee, thanks.
May I help you? Thank you. Your patronage is very much appreciated.
Keep our distance, boys, but we can't let her get too far away! Y'all have to tell me when to move! But tell me quick, huh? This rig ain't so nimble, you hear?
Roger, I'll give the commands!
Not alone, you won't.
This is it! I'm hitting it with all we got!
Closer! Go closer!
fun!